That video, bro. We got Andrew Tate last interview before the arrest, bro. Let's see what they're talking about. Y'all know we gonna break this shit down, bro. An hour a piece, so I don't fucking weigh y'all out with the fucking fight shit, alright? Alright, I'll say until I wait no more time. Like, comment, subscribe too, bro. Hey, y'all let me know if y'all think Tate guilty, innocent. Type guilty. If you think he guilty, type innocent. If you think innocent, and elaborate.
Enormous digital conquest and the risks that come with it. He's Andrew Tate.
I'm from a council estate in Luton. I'm now a billionaire. And it's because I actually tried my best. If I carry on at the trajectory I'm carrying on, they're going to put me in jail because I'm too influential and I'm too dangerous.
Is that guy unapologetically troll-like, ostentatious displays of wealth and arrogance?
I don't wear a big diamond Patek with $500,000 to tell the time. I tell the time on my phone. I do it because I'm loaded. I have no respect for money. Money for me is a tool, and I use it to get whatever I want and bend the world. I can never be poor. You could take all of my money today. I'll be a millionaire again in 2 weeks.
And then the other day, virtually every tech company on the planet banned him.
I'm the first person who's been canceled where it's absolutely monumentally failed. Not a single female's come out and said, I had a negative interaction with Andrew, he was a mean person.
Andrew is empowering men to take personal responsibility. He actually teaches them how to leave the system, how to leave the matrix.
If you ask a woman the kind of man she wants, she will never say depressed or sad, ever. She wants a man who is ultra capable, ultra competent. You guys are all successful enough. You can sit there and say, look, I do X, Y, Z, I have X, Y, Z. There's people out there with money like you couldn't fathom. There is so much money in the world.
There's no limit to how much money you can earn.
If you want to stay a loser, stay one. Good, it's fine. Stay
I'm not gonna be a loser. That's gonna be y'all niggas.
a loser. I have no sympathy for you. I don't care. I believe there's only 3 reasons people are not rich.
My max perspicacity.
Here he is. Take your seat, Dad.
The real top G.
Wait, is this the dad and 2 sons? Is this that type of podcast? That's hard.
Already?
Yeah. So what are we doing now? We're doing something now.
We're starting the podcast. So, biggest podcast ever. And this came out of the blue yesterday, didn't
Literally yesterday.
And we were thinking it's going to be a couple of months at least until we interviewed the man himself.
How are you feeling about sitting so close to the Tate Meister himself? Is that a thing people say, Tate Meister?
I am dangerously close. If you asked me 2 years ago, would I be on a podcast with Andrew Tate? No.
But yesterday, when you told your mates that you're doing this podcast, what did they say?
Yeah, they can't believe it.
Can't believe it, mate.
All right, cool. I'm going to go get him.
And if you don't know who he is, then he's probably the most famous person you don't know.
To be fair, yeah, a few of the people that you told didn't know who it was.
Well, how about the hairdressers yesterday? You said, guess what? Tomorrow.
Let's hop into this shit. Where this nigga Tate at? Where my nigga Mouse? This bald head nigga Mouse. Where they go now?
We're going to be interviewing Andrew Tate.
Free Mouse, man. Free Mouse.
And he goes, oh, that sounds good. Do you watch the football?
He wasn't bothered at all. He's coming up. The pressure is on.
Is it okay, that coffee?
Perfect. Thank you,
Okay.
bro.
Is it really perfect, though?
It's amazing. Appreciate it.
Wait, the instant coffee?
It is a very good instant coffee.
And I'm happy with instant coffee. I'm not a coffee snob.
Do you know what? So am I.
Appreciate the hydrate, my boy. I got you.
Sometimes
What's good though, Matt?
you can have a coffee from a Starbucks and you go,
Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert who will do them for you. So you can do not taxes.
Fuck tax.
If you're in college or you work a 9 to 5 and it's not what you want, it's not making you happy,
All right,
you know
buddy.
it's not what you want in your life, you're in the exact same position that
really? That's not that good.
100%.
And yet, if you have your favourite instant, you always know just how it's going to be, don't you?
Completely agree. I'm not a coffee snob. Caffeine tastes like coffee. It's hot. It's kind of crazy. People sit and they go, "Oh, this tastes nothing like coffee." Of course it does. Yeah. I mean, it's not. It tastes pretty close to coffee.
Y'all fuck with coffee?
So,
bro, a lot of people say coffee a miracle drug. Like a lot of YouTubers that I watch, they all say coffee, bro, is the fuck. But I don't want to be reliant. I don't want my body to rely on coffee in order to operate, if that makes sense, you know? Like, I just want to be able to sleep. Even though I only sleep 2 to 3 hours, coffee will probably hit right now, too. But
So
I don't know, bro. I think I should. I start trying coffee because I only sleep 2 to 3 hours.
Andrew, you're arguably the most famous guy on the planet. At one point, you were Googled more than Biden and Putin, which is crazy. Yeah. Do you feel you've lost a bit of your freedom now, having to think about where and when you go somewhere and always going around with security guards?
I've certainly lost a lot of my freedom, yes. Everything becomes far more labored. If I go to the mall, you don't just go to the mall. You have to organize the day that you go to the mall, and you have to tell your security team, and they have to plan where the car is going to go and drop off, and they have to be there in advance, and you have to decide which team's going inside with you, which teams. So yeah, you certainly lose a lot of freedom. I'm not complaining. It just takes a lot of organization. Right?
How about when you're on your yacht and people are trying to get onto that?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, but it's good. My captain's good. We can run away if we want to, but
you've got enough power in that yacht, then, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how come I wasn't invited to the yacht? You just skipped over me. I like how you didn't invite me, but you invited everybody else, and I thought we was cool, Mouse. But it's alright. You ready to do a reaction to Eddie Van Halen solo? A lot of people get at least 1K views minimum.
And we move around a lot, so it's kind of hard to catch us. But
that's that rock star band nigga that you were talking about yesterday?
Yeah, I'm not complaining in any way. It's part of the territory, right? You just have to be very organized with it. It depends where you go. In the Western world, there's a genuine security concern, which makes it a completely different scenario. In London, if crowds come around me, I feel super uncomfortable. Whereas in Dubai or Romania, where I reside, it's no problem.
Okay, well, I first come across you, Andrew. You were dissing Teslas, and I came back at you a little bit on a TikTok, and I got about 20 million views.
The richest man in the world, Elon Musk.
No man alive in a Tesla. I couldn't keep the living out.
Listen, I don't have time to fight. Have your guys message my guys and we'll have a chat on my podcast.
What are your views on
the dog.
Teslas now?
You called Andrew out, didn't you?
I did call you out a little bit.
I remember. And I love Elon, because Elon's like...
Yes, I ain't gonna cap, bro. I don't think my supporters will want to watch a rock star band, bro. You know? Well, a band in general.
Back on Twitter, so I have nothing bad to say about Tesla or Elon anymore. I am just not a fan of electric cars as a whole, because I think that we are being forced into the age of electric cars. So this is the last great age of the combustion engine. So I think that you should have a combustion engine car for as long as you can. Soon you won't have that choice, right? So why wouldn't you have a combustion engine while you can? In 10, 20 years, we're not going to have that option. So, but then saying that, I bought a Rimac Navara the other day, which is a very fast electric car. So I've kind of moved over. I've got a few hybrids. I'm getting there. It's kind of hard to avoid now. Yeah. But I think that combustion engines are all coming to an end, aren't they?
Well, they are, but you'll always be able to buy one, won't you? Because you'll always be able to buy a vintage sports car or something like that. I want vintage. I want
brand new. I want the newest tech. I want the new ones. And the new
I want a Lambo.
Ones they're going to stop selling. They're going to stop making. And that upsets me because I don't even think that the world's going to function correctly with this electric car garbage once everybody has one.
Oh, what? They going to be flipping off cars? A turn off license plate IGA-FAP. Boom. Flip the switch. Off the car goes.
How's everybody going to charge their electric car? Actually think about it for a second. It's fine when the odd person has an electric car, fine. But you're on the motorway and thousands of people need to charge their electric cars at 6 hours a time. How is this going to even work out?
The infrastructure isn't there.
The infrastructure
Well, I mean, you don't need 6 hours. Like when I'm charging my Tesla, it takes probably about 30 minutes. But
30 whole minutes.
30 minutes.
I can put dead dinosaurs inside of my Ferrari in 30 seconds and I'm done and I'm out.
That's very true. But do you take a break on a long road trip? Do you often go for a coffee or something? Because I quite like it, you know, just go and chill for a little bit and then the car's charged.
He pretends that he likes it.
Yeah.
Wait, so what? Wait. Don't call me stupid, right? Don't call me stupid. Hold on, let me see this. Don't call me stupid, right? So when you're charging an electric car, what's coming out the little pump? Is it like electricity? Don't call me stupid. I just don't fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like it.
Well,
Andrew's being chauffeur driven, so he's relaxing
you
already.
Don't need to worry.
What was it, a Maybach today?
Yeah, something like that. But but I drive around Europe. I do very long road trips, and it's fine for one person to take a break. But if you actually analyze the infrastructure of thousands of people trying to take a half an hour, 45-minute break, it changes everything. Also, the conspiracy theorist in me doesn't believe they're trying to push us towards electric cars because they care about the environment. I believe they're trying to push us towards electric cars for control. because you can easily monitor an electric car. You can see where it goes. You can turn it off.
Yeah, imagine lockdown and COVID with everyone having electric cars.
Turn the cars off.
Yeah.
Turn everyone's cars off.
It's a horrible thought.
No, but that's what they're doing it for. Like, why else do you think they give a shit about the environment? It's kind of amazing to me anyone buys any of this crap. They sit here and they talk about global warming, and then there's obviously the hypocrisy of flying around on jets, etc. But that's not even the true thing that shows you they're lying. The thing that shows you they're lying is the second they manage to launder enough money from the people and steal hundreds of millions of dollars, they go and buy beachfront property. All of them are sitting on beachfront houses. I thought they were scared of the rising sea levels.
Exactly that.
Now they don't give a shit because it's them. Oh no, let's buy a house right here, right next to the ocean. So they don't care about the environment. None of them do. And anything they do, there's Trojan horses in life. They're going to come along with something like green environmentalism. They're going to Trojan horse it with control. Which
You can expand your community too with different people watching. Just saying. Hey, y'all, let me know, chat. Would y'all want to watch a band, bro? Hey, is it dang? By the time you call me black, and then hey, this your first time not being racist.
That's what every government ever wants.
You really like you some 80s music, huh, bro? That's what's up, bro.
If you oppose it, you look like a
different.
psychopath because who doesn't love the nature and who doesn't love the world, right? But truthfully, if you look at all the agendas inside of it, it's about more control, and that's the garbage that goes along with it. And like you said, lockdown. It would have been very easy. I'll give you another example. Imagine there's a protest. Imagine people finally have enough and they get fed up and there's a protest and you start trying to drive towards the protest to join in to exercise your democratic right. You just turn your car off. Now what are you gonna do? Walk? And this is where all of this comes to. You have to understand that every single agenda that is being pushed in the world today, all of them come with the Trojan horse of control. And I don't want to be controlled on that level. I want my car to work. I want to start it and it move.
And make noise. Lots of noise.
And noise, yeah. But I want an electric car just doesn't feel like it's mine.
I think there's definitely going to be a case that they're going to give speed limit.
Hey, y'all fucking electric cars?
If you give me just 89 seconds, I'm gonna
No. Damn it. You see me reacting.
show you this $1 million skill that they were scared to teach you in school and how you can use it.
And that will be controlled for electric cars without a doubt. And at the moment, of course, none of us break the speed limit. But if we wanted to, of course, we can as an individual do that. So I think certainly limits will come on like that, don't you?
Yeah, well, it's the never-ending argument, right, of safety versus freedom. Because when you talk about making somebody safe, the only way you can do that is to remove their freedom. So this is what they do. They say, humans crash cars, humans can't be trusted. We're going to put this limit in place for your safety. And they're right. It is more safe, but then your freedom is eroded. And then you have to trust the people who are taking your freedom away to never abuse.
Hey, how y'all gonna do the Asian Matt?
Use their power. And anybody who's read a history book and understands human nature knows that power is always going to be abused. So it's unfortunate, kind of, you know, it's hard on both sides. If you oppose it, they're like, well, don't you care about people who die in car crashes? And then if you say the other way around, it goes the other way around. So it's interesting. But the world is becoming draconian. I like to think we're fighting back, especially with the big tech censorship. That stuff's starting to go in our favor a little bit.
That's what I was going to say. Actually, big tech censored you, and if you could undo that censorship, would you?
I think they failed. How am I censored? I'm the first person who's been canceled where it's absolutely monumentally failed. And I think there's a bunch of pressure behind the dam. I think a lot of people are pissed off with these people. But what holds people back?
I'll be back in an hour. Just let me know if you want to react.
Once somebody like me proves
I will get your right video.
Put a crack in the dam. I think it's gonna break. I think a lot of people sit there and go, you know what? Tate got canceled. He's fine. So I'll say what I mean now, and I'll say what I mean now. They can't ban everybody, right? They can't ban everyone.
Do you feel that it's impacted you in people reaching out to you though, with not having a direct link to yourself?
I mean, we had you on Instagram before, and we're like, oh no, he's gone now. We can't get in touch with you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit harder to reach, but I'm not complaining about that, to be honest. There's more work involved, perhaps, in getting my message out sometimes. But I'm now on Rumble, which have been fantastic to me, which is a YouTube competitor, and I have to give them a shout out because they've been completely fantastic. And it is amazing how.
Follow me on Rumble. Commander2, link in the description, bro. Hey, hit the link. You know, tune me straight there. All my videos, everything gonna be there. Upload that on Rumble every day as well too. Go follow my Rumble.
How quickly you adapt to the idea of being able to speak absolutely uncensored. Because even if you don't think you're censoring yourself on a platform like YouTube, you are. You may not think you are, but you're still sitting going, let me say it this way. If I'm going to mention this, you know, the flu we all had to hide from, let me say it this way. That once you get used to just saying whatever you want, it's pretty refreshing. So Rumble's been absolutely amazing to me, and I think a lot of people are moving over there and making up backup channels on there. But yeah, and then Elon came.
I felt that, bro. See, I definitely gotta censor myself. I always gotta sugarcoat shit. Fuck censorship.
And unbanned me and bought Twitter, so we're starting to win a little bit, which I think is good because I think that without truth and without free speech, we were always going to head to absolute tyranny and slavery.
Does Rumble give you access to your own data? Because I think that's a big thing, like owning your own email list even, and YouTube, you can't do that. All the other platforms you can't.
Yeah, you can own your own subscribers with Rumble.
You can?
Yeah,
okay,
so
that's awesome.
I would look into it heavily, and the CEO, Chris, is really a hero for free speech. And then obviously Elon on the other side with Twitter. That's why I can't insult Tesla anymore. So I'm sorry. I shut up now.
How did it happen with Twitter? How did they actually get you back on? What was the process?
I just got an email saying log in.
Simple as that.
That was it, yeah.
Job done.
I was like, okay. So that was it. So
Today we made the really hard decision not to work with a sponsor on this podcast episode. And it was hard because sponsors support the show. They allow us to do what we love to do. But we had to say no because they wanted us to take out all the most important parts and censor this episode. And we just couldn't do that, could we?
We couldn't do that because it'd end up losing all the juicy bits, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And Tate, it's full of those. So instead, we thought we'd take this opportunity to talk about our free Discord community, which you can join with the link down in the description.
And there's nearly 15,000 like-minded entrepreneurs striking it big together.
All right, we're
for free entrepreneurs up in there too. Shit,
going to shut up now and get back to the podcast. But
telling y'all, bro, one thing Tate said that will keep you poor. You're not perspicacious. This man just literally just said that they got a freaking free Discord community with entrepreneurs. I know I'm not trying to work for nobody else for the rest of my damn life. I'm tired of scrubbing toilets. I'm tired of scrubbing toilets. You understand me? It's cool when they do it.
But if you want to join that, we'd really love to see you in there. So the link will be in the description below. Anyway, back to the show.
Obviously, you've mentioned free speech there. Do you believe 100% in everything that you say and everything you put out there? Or is some of it just to poke the bear and cause controversy?
I believe in every point I make. However, there are points I make in a deliberately aggressive fashion to upset people. Yeah, I do that.
I'm going to look into that later. I'm looking to it later. I'm looking to it later.
Do you think that bites back at you a little bit? A little bit too much sometimes, or
perhaps it can do, but you know, I'm not afraid of. I mean, I'll state right here. I've had a lot of people say, "What's it like to be canceled?" And you know, the whole world hated you, and everyone was out to get you, and there was all these people trying to contact your family and dox their addresses, and I didn't give a fuck. I don't care.
All right, I'm done eating.
Maybe I'm supposed to care, but I've had real problems in my life. I'm not some YouTuber. I've done real things with real difficulty and real issues. People writing hate comments about me, some dork with an anon account. I couldn't possibly care less. It doesn't bother me. So because it doesn't bother me, I guess that influences how I talk, right? But I want to get my point across as compendiously and poignantly as possible. And I think that the aggression being involved in some of the things I'm saying is necessary for people to truly understand them. I think that's the reality of the world. So I'm going to say it exactly how I feel it. And that's how I feel it. And if people want to cry about it, they can cry in the comments section. I don't read the comments. I don't have an account. So I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm banned.
Do you think if the majority...
Y'all can't tell me this nigga... Hey, y'all can't tell me he don't look like a baby Elon.
If people actually hated you and disliked you, you would actually be a bit more worried for your safety.
Well, nobody... That's the thing. Very few people actually hate me. Since this whole cancellation and I've been walking around, et cetera, I have yet to have a single negative interaction with anybody. Male, female, adult, child, everyone loves me. The people want me to take pictures with their kids, and the women come up and they say, we love everything you say about traditionally masculine men. And I've never even had the women hate me, considering I'm this evil misogynist. Everybody likes me. But obviously there's a contingent of people who are strange in the world. But I speak my truth because I believe it's my job as a man to speak my truth. I don't do it to be liked. I speak it because I believe it, and I'm always going to do that. And if public sentiment shifted and everyone decided to hate me, I would continue to say exactly what I'm saying because it's what I believe. I'm speaking for a large group of people who feel the same way I do. I haven't put a magic spell on the world. There's a large group of people who agree with what I say. And it hasn't been said before, and I'm out here saying it, so they're going to be fervent fans. And also, I feel like a lot of the people who are fans of mine and genuinely listen to my advice, their lives improve. And that's where you have this.
You talking about? You know, I'm watching kids trying to give me a slick shot out. He just can't show favoritism and say, of course, it was Peewee that did this. You know, he working out every day and said he in the real work to get bread. He talking. I know.
Passionate response, because if you've become a Tate fan in the last 2 years, you've started to really study stoicism and really go to the gym and get in good shape and get your finances right, etc. Your life in real time has improved. So you're like, you're saying Tate's bad. He's made my life good. So I like it. So they're very passionate in their defense of me, which is fantastic. And then you obviously have the other side, the slave mind.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Don't tell me what the hell I do, boy. You understand me, goddammit?
Watch this.
You understand me, goddammit?
The slave minds who obey anything they're told by the MSM, who've been told that I'm somehow evil. So they're passionate about disliking me. And it's interesting because the mainstream media still seems to have this power to convince these slave-minded people to believe that someone's evil with basically no evidence. It's truly...
Yeah, it's so crazy because every time they speak on like mainstream media saying this and slave mind and mind control, bro, it's crazy because I used to be one of them, bro. I hated Trump for no reason. Didn't even know that nigga. Didn't even, bro. I heard everybody else saying, "Oh yeah, Trump gonna be this. Trump did this. Trump did that. Trump's such bad, bro." Not even much knowing a single fuck. And then everybody saying, "Oh, Obama good. Obama good for this. He a good president." I didn't even know shit about Obama besides he was black. Still don't know shit about him, bro. But the fact that we don't think for ourselves, bro, really opened up my mind for real too, bro.
See, speaking about that, I even screenshotted it when I was doing some research for this. I found an article.
You guys don't have coffee? You guys need coffee.
To be honest, I need a Red Bull at some point.
You need like 20 coffees a day.
The first thing that came up when I Googled you is inside the violent, misogynistic world of TikTok's new star.
The violent, misogynistic world. You know what's crazy about
That's the first thing that came up.
How many things can they throw at you, you know?
Yeah, this is the Guardian.
Nigga called this boy a TikTok star. Me personally, hey, I'm not taking it. Ain't nobody calling me no TikTok star. That shit disrespectful. Respect me as a YouTuber, a streamer, a content creator. Don't call me no fucking TikTok star.
Guardian.
It was the Guardian.
I'd love to walk into the Guardian HQ and see all these nerds sitting, these fucking dorks sitting there on their little computers typing away. What's amazing to me is this. Nobody seems to want to point out the fact that I am now, like you just stated, the most Googled, most famous person on the planet. Not a single female has come out and accused me of rape. Not a single female has come out and accused me of domestic violence. Not a single female has come out and said I had a negative interaction with Andrew. He was a mean person. In fact, if you were to put me up in terms of performance metrics against other people of my fame, I'm the least misogynistic man on the planet. And these fucking clowns sit here writing shit pretending I'm somehow evil because they're slave-minded. These people work for the Matrix. They're agents.
Do what they're told.
Agents of the Matrix themselves. They don't truly understand what they're doing.
Agreed.
They are programmed completely.
Agreed.
And this last 3 years has shown how programmed people can be. People can literally throw away their common sense, throw away their observation skills, and sit there and just absorb programming and say, Andrew is bad. Inflation is good. And they're just clowns. They're clowns. I would love to sit down with the clown who wrote that article and say, why am I bad? And if we had a podcast with...
You're going to be like, well, I don't know.
That person, whoever they are, that nobody, because they're a nobody, that brokey, across an hour, I would decimate them. I would destroy them. And they know it. They'd make a fool of themselves. So they just sit there and go, and hide back in their cave to talk more shit. Clowns.
Do you think the powers that be have pushed it too far recently with lockdown, and that's why you had this rise? Or was there another reason behind? Because you've been doing social media for a long time, and the last couple of years are where you've really exploded. What's the reason behind that, in your opinion?
Power is a funny thing. And most people who have power in their lives don't understand exactly how power works. And power is a fantastic thing to wield, but there's always a line. And once you overstep that line, you have a difficult choice. So we can apply it to, let's say, a government. If you're a government, you have power. If people start to riot, you can send the riot police. That's fine. But if people continue to riot and you continue to be more and more draconian and you send the riot police to, let's say, shoot at unarmed people in a crowd, like they did in Romania in 1989, for example, once you overstep the line with power, people no longer trust you with power. Once they don't trust you with power, you have mass rebellion and things must change. People who've been in charge of information for a very long time had the power, but it got to the point where after lying to everybody for 3 years, nobody trusts them with the power anymore. You can't decide what I get to read because I trusted you to decide what was good and bad for me, and you completely ruined it. So yeah, a lot of people, anyone with a brain, anyone who doesn't work for the fucking Guardian, has clowns.
I think most people our age don't trust
who wrote
newspapers.
the article? Who wrote the article? Tell me their name.
Look
it up.
Let's name and shame this guy.
It'll take me a minute. Hold on.
So once you can't be trusted with power anymore, now what do you do, right? Because nobody wants them to have power. So people are trying to seek out information in alternative ways. So yeah, there is some divine timing with my rise, certainly. There is some divine timing with it. But yeah, also it still takes bravery to stand up and speak out because I have had genuine real world detriment for doing what I've done.
It's Shanti Das.
Shanti Das. I challenge Shanti Das to a debate and have a nice long conversation and absolutely destroy her so that she can sit there and make a fool of herself.
Well, I think their offices are quite close, so we could shout out from the window here and get them over.
Shanti Das. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, they're not trusted with power anymore. So it's an interesting change of the guard. It's going to be interesting to see who comes into place. But there has been real world detriment to doing what I've done. They did delete me across all social medias and delete me on every app on my phone and freeze all my bank accounts and try and raise criminal charges against me for things I haven't done. And there has been real consequences.
So how did you get around them freezing your bank accounts?
Well, you don't, do you? You have to just deal with the long legal process of having 7 or 8 bank accounts and millions of pounds frozen. And they just issue AFOs and they just freeze it. So,
damn, but they make sure they don't talk about that though. Damn. Freezing your money is crazy, bro. Just taking your money. That's crazy, bro.
This is the thing. It all ties into how deep you go into the matrix. Is the money that you have yours? Is the house that you own yours? Is any of it yours? You piss off a government. Piss off a government and tell me what's still yours. And you'll soon learn that none of it is yours. You think you own it. That's my money. I worked for it. I paid my taxes on it, so it's mine. No, it's not.
So bearing that in mind, are you worried about what you own? Because if it's not yours, they can take it away, and you are speaking out against them.
I don't own anything.
I've heard you say that a few
times.
Yeah, and it's, bro, I watch a lot of these millionaires, bro. I watch a lot of these interviews, not just with Tate, by the way. Like, there's a lot of podcasts where they bring on like multi-millionaires. They talk about the tax code. They talk about how they don't really own anything. They just rent and they do this. How they dodge the tax code. How they study the tax code with the tax. Bro, it's like, bro, these niggas is glitching the fucking system, bro. These niggas is glitching the system, bro, with this tax shit, bro. Would not own it. Hey, they tell you to own, to buy something so you can own it, bro. When this nigga, bro, he made this make so much sense. I hope he make the same point too, bro. You don't own it, bro. The moment you pissed him off, come on now.
Can you enlighten that? You own nothing.
I don't own anything. I'm just some dude.
I think you have a Bugatti though, don't you?
Once you meet with a TurboTax expert who will do your taxes for you,
God. Love you, Daddy, son.
You're free to do not taxes.
Speaking of tax, TurboTax, shut the fuck up. I mean,
dinner. It's more than just a meal you make every night.
Yeah, when you say nothing, do you mean
do you not
nothing?
own it?
Nothing.
Okay, that's good.
I don't own anything. There are cars. Let's say there's a
that you have access to.
Correct. a trust in Singapore may own a percentage of a company in Dubai, which may have access to a car that I could borrow on a social media influence contract, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I don't
shut your bitch ass up and do some fucking push-ups, ho.
own anything, and that's because of you
fat slob. What's that with your lock, brother?
You own things, they come from.
How you doing this? What today is, Lock? How you doing this Sunday? You got school tomorrow in there?
Elon Musk tweeted it the other day. Someone tweeted Elon saying, what is the countdown until they raid Elon Musk's home for releasing the truth about what the FBI is doing with the election interference.
Elon Musk claimed the FBI paid Twitter to censor info from the public. Here's what the Twitter files actually show. Damn. This nigga Elon better be careful. He playing with fire too. Him, Tate, Jordan Pitt. These niggas is playing with fire right now. Hey, the war on masculinity, bro. Little do people know, bro. The fucking war.
His response was, I don't have a home. You get to a certain level of wealth where you're like, you know what? It's easier just to not have things. I don't have anything. I can rent anything I want. If I want to stay in London for the next 10 years, I can walk into the Dorchester and take the presidential suite at £20,000 a day for the next 20 years. So who cares? I don't need a house. It's like you just get beyond that point with money. So there's kind of like this middle ground. When you're broke, you own nothing, and then you start doing well and you own a bunch of stuff, and then you get to the top and you're just trying to get rid of it all. Don't want to own anything anymore.
Well, E-Man said when we interviewed him, he said he didn't want to be a billionaire. He said,
I want to watch E-Man guys too. I want to watch that interview too. At least I ain't scrubbing tailless black boy. Hey, I got a story to tell, bitch.
As soon as you get to that sort of level.
Yeah, by the way, bro, don't mind my fucking t-shirt. I bought the wrong pack, bro. It's the V-neck. I wanted the fucking V-neck. I look like a boat. And like, fuck you, bro.
Start controlling you and manipulating you. So do you have a similar thought pattern on that?
It's very hard to not become a billionaire in the world today, I think, if you're truly influential. I'm already a billionaire if I had to have my net worth measured.
That would have been one of my questions.
You can answer, no, I'm a billionaire. Yeah, so net worth.
What are you bringing into that? Are you bringing in your whole brand as a part of that value?
Well, yeah, net worth is subjective, right? So Forbes contacted me to put me on the billionaire list, and they wanted to know everything I owned, and I told them I don't own anything, and they like, okay, well, they want to know my income, and I said, look, I'll declare to you, I'll show you maybe 20 million a month or something, and they said, okay, but the value, obviously, then you value the companies those things come from, right? You can take some of my companies people know about, like The Real World, which was previously Hustlers University. If I have a business that is making $20 million profit a month, And it is an online educational platform, the largest one in the world, and it's a subscription model. And you put an 8 times multiplier on the profit, which most tech companies could achieve. That's an $800 million business.
But could you sell
one business?
Could you sell that business without you attached to it, though?
Well, that's the point. That's a good question. That's a very good question. And that's where, and I never would sell it anyway, but I know what you're saying. But then it comes into other things like branding and the brand. I'm the most Googled man on the planet. They can't ban me from algorithms. They failed. I'm the most TikToked person on the planet, the most viewed person on Instagram. Like, what's the value of that? You could give me, who makes these glasses?
Laugh my fucking ass off. Bro got a V-neck. Laugh my ass off the goat will shit. Bitch, goofy ass shirt. Read next time, pussy. Bought subs as well. Pussy ass bitch. Run 90s ass. $10 headset. Plastic headset. Why you on my dick, bro? Why you on my dick? What did I do to you, bro? It's a Sunday morning. I was chilling. I asked how your day was going and you on my dick already. Fuck you, by the way, dude. That's how you got school in the morning, nigga.
IKEA? This might be IKEA.
I'm not sure.
IKEA.
Well, my fellow cracker
could come to me with this glass and say, sell a bunch of these. And I could sell $1 billion of these glasses. It'd take me a week. So like when I get offers, trust me, I get a lot of them. I'm not a fucking scammer like Logan Paul. I'm not a clown. But when crypto companies come to me and say, will you pump our coin? They start by offering me $50 to $65 million. They say, look, we'll give you $65 million if you'll mention this coin on a podcast. $65 million to say a name. And I don't do it because I refuse to allow my fans to get ripped off like Logan Paul does to his fans. He's a fucking scumbag.
So what is your view on that whole crypto zoo situation? Because CoffeeZilla is doing an investigation at the moment and it is quite gripping, isn't it?
The dude's a clown. He's a person who doesn't care about his fans. He just wants to make as much money as possible off the back of people who watch him. It's different with me. I genuinely want every single Tate fan, anybody who listens to what I say, to have an improved life. I want their life to be better for listening to me.
That's why I support Tate and I don't watch Logan Paul. Just can't, bro. This nigga, like, what other influencer nigga you know saying shit like this, bro? He could easily make a Tate coin. Nigga, that's bread. Find out the ad. That's nothing but fucking bread, bro. Wait, the idea of his fans losing money, be able to that real nigga move. That's why you gotta, bro. You gotta. How can you not be a Tate? Nappy hair. If you were white, streams would be 100% better. Not gonna lie. Why you think that? Why if I was white, they'd be better, bro?
Relationship, or whether it's in their physical stature or their financial capability. The idea of a 16-year-old spending their last money on a coin because I said so, and them losing money would bother me at night.
And they will lose it.
And they will lose. Of course they'll lose. Crypto is, this is what most people don't even understand about the crypto market. It's player versus player. You can only sell it for $10 after buying it for $1 because someone's buying it at $10. Someone is out to lose. So you can't launch a coin and nobody loses. This is why I haven't launched a crypto. I can make $10 billion today if I launched a crypto, but I refuse to do it because people are going to lose under my name.
Yeah, and it doesn't make sense why people go into these groups and let's all hold together, but they're actually just going to fuck each other over eventually.
It's all clown world.
Yeah.
And then you get to the point where you have to realize, do I need more money or do I want to genuinely be a force for good in the world? And I don't need money. It's the last thing I need. So I'm not going to sell my soul. Logan's obviously a brokey. So he sold his soul like a punk. And now God, then he insulted God, which was great. I
didn't see that.
Yeah, that shit he said about Jesus, bro. Bro, Logan crossed a lot of fucking boundaries. I don't see how y'all support Logan Paul. I don't, bro. I'm not saying don't stop supporting him, bro. But the man, bro, disrespecting a religion is fucking crazy, bro. I would never ever disrespect a religion. Ever. No matter if I disagree or not. Never. Ever. Tate dick rider. How the fuck I'm dick rider? Because I'm spitting facts? Hey, maybe you need to watch more Tate, bro. So you can fucking push-ups. Get your arms like these, nigga. Because you're too black. How you this black and not in the NBA? What the fuck that's supposed to mean? What that's supposed to mean, bro? Let me guess my wasted skin color again.
He robbed all his fans, and then he sat there and insulted God, and now God's teaching him a lesson. And maybe he's take his atheistic ass and go look in the fucking mirror and understand that there's powers in his universe he doesn't understand. And he can stop being an arrogant piece of shit, and he can apologize to his fans. He can take the last money in his little brokey bank account and refund it like a man would. That's what I'd do if they were insulting me. I'd go and say, look, here's my bank balance. I have this much money. I'm giving it to charity. Guy's a fucking punk. He just wants to continue to talk on podcasts and pretend his fans are going to care about him forever. Nobody respects that man any longer from the day he attacked me. Anybody who attacks me gets fucking wrecked. True Jordy lost every sponsor, got wrecked. Logan got wrecked. I'm divinely protected. These clowns need to just not say my name. So yeah, because they're people without morals. And if you have no morality on a long enough time scale, God will teach you a lesson. They're fucking morally bankrupt individuals. They're just sitting there, anything they can to grab some money from the world, fucking their fans over.
So what is the situation with True Geordie?
Yeah, how's your best mate, True Geordie?
Yeah.
I don't know. He lost all his fans for insulting me. He tried to say something about my conversion to Islam. He insulted me and lost all of his
I think he lost his fans before
Do you know what?
that as well. Yeah.
Do you know what? You don't bring religion into things, do you? Because that is your faith. My faith is my faith.
Yeah.
That's a personal thing.
Exactly, bro. Keep religion out of this shit, 100%. How you getting black man? I'm about to quit. Hey, y'all would miss me if I quit streaming. I wouldn't, y'all. I'm about to quit streaming. Black always being racist to me. Asian girl always calling me fucking black. And her eyes that they look like fucking. Hey, I do gotta go to the nail shop though. I'm gonna need a coupon.
Thing.
Completely.
Nah, I'm just let me chill for they take this shit down. You're racist. You're racist. It's a fucking joke.
It's just
baby.
Past free speech, isn't it? It's just
Sissies, punks.
weird thing to do. It's not about
You laugh at
free
it, it's not
speech.
funny.
It's
Exactly.
weird.
And
Not
he was
funny.
so angry at me because I pointed out some truths about him multiple times. Me and him have a long history of internet beef. He made a video about me 5 or 6 years ago. And
Were you on True News or something like that?
And he made a video about me 5 or 6 years ago, and I countered his video saying that his video was distasteful. Then a bunch of screenshots came out about him with loving his some deviant sexual acts. I highlighted that to the public, which obviously upset him. So he doesn't like me very much. And I've said to him, look, we can settle this in the cage if you want to fight about it. Look, we can go and sell a bunch of tickets and I'll beat the living shit out of you. But he's of course scared. So instead he just does these little snidey videos and
This nigga Tate, bro. That's real nigga activity, bro. Let's hop in the cage. Let's hop in the ring. Let's stop the video. Stop the internet bullshit. Let's settle this shit right now. I don't want to. This nigga real nigga, bro. And that's how you supposed to settle shit right now. Hey, Lock, if you got a problem with me, see me in the cage. I'll beat the living fuck out of you. Nigga. Nah. I would never fight a child. The way you do the eyes and stuff. The way you do me in the eyes.
because he's upset deep in his heart, he can't control himself, and he mentions me, and he said things he shouldn't have said.
What a big pay-per-view that would be. You versus True Geordie.
I think people would be very disappointed in the 6-second show.
Bro, they accent so hard. I'm sorry, but they accent so cold, bro. True Geordie, bro. What that is like a bro. That UK accent hard, bro.
I'm like, I paid for this.
Would you keep it going a little bit longer, or just end it straight away?
No, I would destroy it.
Yeah.
Not even for the fans. You wouldn't just keep it going.
I would destroy it. But yeah, so that's the story.
What about his mate was there helping him?
Oh, what, his little girlfriend? Fucking hell.
You can have both of them against you.
Right. Yeah, but you know what? It's really crazy as well, because I don't, all these podcasters and like Logan and Jordy, all this shit, I don't watch any of this shit. So they say things and it gets cut into clips, and I have a huge media team, and obviously there's a lot of people who work for me, and they go through it all and they put it together and they say, look, this is perhaps worth commenting on, or he said this, that. But I get a daily report on my social media presences and performances, and there's a daily report of how many times I'm viewed and et cetera, et cetera. And there's all the people who come for me at the bottom and mentions them. But I think a lot of it, truthfully, comes from jealousy. These people have been podcasting for a very long time, and they've been famous for a very long time, and I've just come along and smoked them. I've just come along and just destroyed them, and they're sitting there like, shit, he's the top G. I'm a fucking nobody. Yeah. I thought he was canceled. Why is he still getting more views than me? He's supposed to be gone. So they hate me, and it is what it is.
Yeah, they just can't understand it. So was being cancelled part of your 3-part plan?
I knew the cancellation was coming.
Yeah.
I was prepared for a cancellation. I'll be honest, because I'm human and I don't lie. I didn't expect it to come as hard as it did. I thought they might delete my account.
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to freeze 15 million pounds of banks. I didn't expect them to put a travel ban on me. I didn't expect like this kind of
50 mil, and the fact that nigga made that shit right back is insane. 50 mil is crazy.
Craziness. But you learn a lot, and I always knew that the world is, and the laws and the legal systems we live under are clown shows, and it's all a circus, and I always knew they're subjective bullshit. But when you're actually at the end of it and you're seeing how subjectively stupid laws are, it's ridiculous for them to sit there and say, Andrew said women can't park cars, so that's hate speech, so that's a crime, so that's bail, so that's a travel ban. Name a fucking dude who hasn't said women can't park. Like, this is literally insanity. But the laws are all subjective. So when you're at the end of it, it's kind of interesting. I was prepared for it for a very long time. There's very old videos of me talking about how you can't live on one grid. You can't live off grid either. So the only way you can protect yourself is to live on as many grids as possible. So for a very long time, I was prepared by having multiple passports and banks all around the world and all that kind of thing. So They failed to damage me like they wanted to, but it was an interesting few months, that's for sure, yeah.
It was only recently I realised how in sort of contact the banks are with the law. And really, you look at it, they are just one, aren't they?
Completely. And none of the money's yours. I feel uncomfortable with a lot of money in my bank. So that's another thing. Like, I'm now at the point where I don't really carry money at all. I don't have any way of paying for things, because anytime I'm anywhere, I'm with like my PA or my security team, whatever. So it's almost weird how quickly you get used to like walking in somewhere, eating, and just walking out. I don't pay, and someone else sits and pays for me.
Sorts it.
So it's weird. I don't pay for anything. I don't have any money. I don't have any of that stuff anymore.
They try to say he was laundering money, but somebody froze my bank account. Why would I trust a bank? Why would you trust? Fucking froze 50 M. Come on, 50 mil, nigga. 50 mil. Fuck, I can't even spell that. 50 mil. Damn. And then talk about money laundering. Stop freezing a nigga bank accounts then, dickheads.
Because
that sounds like true freedom though. You don't have to worry about the money at all.
I don't look at the price of anything. I don't look at the price of anything. If a new car launches and I want it, I just say, give me this and
sort it.
Yeah, literally, give me one. What options? All of them. Just tick every box, buy. And cars turn up at the house that I've forgotten I've bought. And
when did you reach that level of wealth? Was it within the last couple of years, or were you at that stage beforehand?
I was always fairly well off, but in the last, I'd say 3 years, I got to a point where money is truly not real. Money has no value whatsoever for me anymore. So if I want something, I'll just buy it. And I spend ridiculous amounts of money on stupid things. I know if
So what are some stupid purchases?
No, but I compare it to my old life, right? Because I'm from a council estate in Luton. So me and Tristan will sit around and talk about how insane it is.
Hey, do you ever walk into a room and completely forget why you're there?
No. Get a fucking brain.
We'll go to a hotel and we'll prefer the shower head in the suite as opposed to the normal hotel room. So instead of spending £3,500 a night in the normal hotel room, we'll spend £11,000 a night for the suite because of a shower head. And we're sitting there thinking $8,000 a night because of the shower head. Like, it's so unfathomable when you used to make like £1,500 a month and you lived in a council estate, and
that's how much. Damn, these niggas.
It's crazy.
I can't wait to talk about this. Yeah, I might have a story to tell for real, bro. And lock you always on my dick. Fuck. Gonna be watching my podcast.
But money just has no value, and you just get to the point where you do whatever you want, and you also over prepare. You overspend. If I fly somewhere, let's say I fly to Marbella, I might want to go for a drive, so I'll get 3 supercars, put on a truck, moved from Bucharest, driven all the way across Europe, 4,000 kilometers, all the way to Marbella, taken out, put in front of the hotel, arranged. I'll go to Marbella on the jet. I'll sit there for 2 days. I don't feel like driving. The cars don't move. They get picked up again, put back on a truck, flown up. It's just, I have a security team, like everything. It's just, you just do it because money has no value. I might want it. So
who handles the logistics for that? Because that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, life becomes, like I said, there's a lot of organization involved in the life, and you end up with a lot of staff and a lot of people around you who are good at these kind of things, and they become invaluable as part of the team. But yeah, there's people who organize it for me.
So if someone wanted to get to that level, what would you say their net worth would have to be to not worry about money and just buy whatever they want whenever they want?
Net worth is subjective, like we just discussed. I think it's more about how much and I don't even think it's how much money you have in the bank, because you can tear through any amount of money. It's how much money you're earning.
Okay.
I think a good life costs about $1 million a month.
Wow. That's a big figure.
$1 million a month is a good life.
Damn.
$500,000 a month is doable, and you can still live good. But if you want to really truly live like the best human experience, it costs about $1 million a month.
And is that earned income or income with your assets increasing?
That's income that you have coming into the bank that you can spend.
Okay, that you're taxed on as well. So it's slightly less than that, but
depending where you pay tax.
When I started my business, I was told by my mentor, what you've got to have a good life is 100,000 a month. That was 30.
I need a fucking mentor. I think that's the. Y'all think I need a mentor? I think I need. I heard a mentor like
6 years ago.
Well, it's pretty
inexpensive.
Pretty similar now, maybe inflation and stuff. But I can give you. It depends on the way you're living, right? Because I told this story before on another podcast, but Dan Bilzerian messaged me and he said, "Look, let's hang out." I was like, "All right, cool." And I was in Bucharest. He was in France. So by the time I only wanted to go see him for a day. So by the time I got the jet, I wanted my security team to come. So I had to get the 4 security team, and they came and obviously had to pay their wage. And I put the cars on the truck to make sure they were waiting for me there in case we would decide to go for a spin. And then I landed with the security team, and everyone needs hotels. It's 8 people in a 5-star hotel. And then you're on the ground. You have to rent these V classes, armored ones to look after you. And you go, you see Dan, you talk to him for an hour, you have dinner, and then everyone gets back on the jet. By the time I saw Dan in a 48-hour whirlwind, by the time we moved the cars, which I didn't drive, and security came, etc., you spent $400,000. You spent $400,000 to go see your friend.
These niggas just spend $400,000 to go see a what the fuck? Nigga, $400,000. Shit, I bet I got $4 in the bank. Nigga, talk about some $400,000. Like this don't okay. Of course, I'm not shock y'all, man. Y'all plan on staying broke and shit. So y'all. I'm not talking about you. Average niggas don't gotta plan and shit for y'allself. But for the niggas, bro, that shit don't made, bro. These niggas is spending $400,000 a day. They got niggas making $1 million a fucking month, bro. Oh, what the? They got niggas making $10K, bro. What? This shit shocking. I gotta get right.
Like it's
subscribe, niggas, and watch the full thing through. Make sure I go watch all the other content too. Yeah, we about to start. See, I see that 1K, nigga. We about to start. Yeah, let the YouTube bag begin. Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah. And that's how easily you can spend money. Like I could have gone Wizz Air. I could have gone by myself.
Could you have gone Wizz Air?
Well, no, but technically you could, and you know, get a taxi or get the bus and but you just don't because money has no value. And this kind of
Andrew Tate flies Wizz Air. How many seats would that sell?
I should contact him, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Should let me fly for free.
Yeah.
But I even said to myself I'd never fly private because of how ridiculously expensive it is. But COVID convinced me I had to do it because they kept telling me to put masks on. I couldn't listen to the fucking wagey. I said to
you just get a water and just drink it throughout the flight. That's what I was doing.
That's what I was doing as well. I was sitting there with Pringles.
Yeah.
But I said to her, I was like, my dear, listen to me. Why do you care? It's the rules. It's the rules. Listen, there's no police. There's no camera. Why? Please use your brain. Engage your brain. I know you're some 21-year-old Polish woman who's never fucking thought of anything in her life.
That is true. And then the other shit that also woke me up about the COVID shit. I'm telling you, COVID and this nigga Tate is what snapped me out. Shit. It's what snapped me out of it, bro. It really was, bro. Wear your mask at all times. But when you're sitting down at lunch, you can take off your mask. It's cool. When everyone is inside the same space, closed area, you can take off your mask. Just for when you're eating. Then you put it back on when you go inside the classroom. Oh, when you go on a plane, you can wear your mask. But just when you're eating, you can take it off. You can breathe. Like, what's the point of it then? Bro, they just want people to fucking comply. They want slaves. They want niggas that don't think for themselves. They want dummies. That's exactly what they want. And that's exactly what everybody is nowadays, bro. They don't think for themselves. Oh, the government said I'm gonna put my mask on. Stay in my house for 2 years. My stupid ass, bro. I'm fucking what? I mean, like, what? I'm a sophomore, bro. I bet that bit. What? On 2K20 streaming on Twitch, bro, every single day in that bit lit. We ain't got school, nigga. We had that bit turned, bro. Nah, but only if I was a little awoke. I was a little more woker. I would have been there by now, but shit, we got some shit to, you know.
Please think, why do you care? You know this is stupid. Nobody else wants me to wear one. Why do you give a shit? But it's the rules. It's like they're fucking slaves. It's like their brains are programmed. You can't get through the programming. I'm like, please, my dear, think. I will give you $500,000 if I don't put my mask on. Would you let me? But it's the rules. Like,
really?
It's just, they're fucking. I'll never give it to her, but I said it as like a thought. You say it as a thought experiment, but they're just their brains.
If money's no object,
but their brains are controlled. Their brains are completely controlled to the point where you can't get through to them with any form of logic. It was amazing. That was the worst period of my life. This fucking imagine.
I agree, because I was literally one of them, bro. I was one of them with the Trump situation. I think for myself, obviously, bro, COVID fucking woke up everything for me. This shit pointless. They got us with a fucking muzzle on our face. Even still till today, I gotta wear a fucking mask at the job. Nobody in the fucking building have COVID. I'm tired of wearing this muzzle on my face. It's breaking out my fucking skin. Yes, it break out my skin. I be itching in that bit. I'm tired of wearing that shit. Then we also gotta wear a shield. They just want people to comply. Like, nobody got COVID. It's over with. Nobody's sick. Nobody got symptoms. Y'all just want us to wear a shield, glasses, and a fucking mask. And not the blue mask, nigga. I'm talking about the N95s, the one that go all over. I'm talking about the big mask, or like I'm going into surgery or something.
imaginary pandemic garbage. I'm a peaceful person. I've never literally walked around Earth so angry. I walked into gas stations, mask, no. You have to wear a mask, no. Just no.
Do you think it's a power thing as well? There's no like a situation where someone would have power over you except for that when they can enforce it.
Completely, and maybe I'm too egotistical to have people tell me what to do. Perhaps I'm at that level in my life, but it was just fucking dumb shit. And I'm walking into gas, and the number of times I walk in a gas station, put a mask on. No, I won't serve you. Okay, is the gas free? Because I'll fill up. So you're gonna take my money, or I'm gonna have free gas? No, you have to pay. Well, then fucking serve me, dummy. Yeah. Put a mask on. No, it's just some stupid shit. In the end, they take my money. It was a big waste of everybody's time. And I'd say to them, bro, you're earning 700 pounds a month working for a corporation that wouldn't give a fuck about you if you got stage 5 cancer. Why do you care? If I worked in BP and someone walked into my gas station and decided to start a fire in the corner and barbecue some sausages, I wouldn't give a fuck.
I see the same shit. I wouldn't give a bro. If I'm working at a gas station, bro, and a nigga trying to rob or whatever, bro, take what you need, my brother. Shit, you need the cash, shit, let me unlock the door for you. Here you go. Shit, it's not, you ain't gotta take my life. You can have all the shit. They don't give a fuck about me anyways. If I get fired today or tomorrow, if I die today or tomorrow, you think the job won't give a fuck about me? Oh, we lost our best cashier that worked at our Exxon gas station. Where can we find another? Fuck no, I'm gonna be replaced just like that, bro. They not gonna give a fuck. R.I.P. They're not even gonna say R.I.P. They're not gonna give a fuck. Come on. That shit fat.
I'll be like, please stop, bro. Whatever. Like, why do these people, they're so fervently passionate about the rules of the BP station?
But do we need people?
You're a fucking slave in your mind.
Do we need slaves though? Because
Yes,
obviously
we do.
we need people to work and do those jobs that obviously the free people can't do.
And this is the full circle realization when you get to the point where, as frustrating as it was, you need this slave class of people who buy bullshit so that I don't have to do bullshit stuff, which is great. But usually the bullshit people can't tell me what to do. It's only during COVID they were allowed, and now that's all over. They can't tell me what to do anymore, so it's fine. But if you're and not everybody's mind can be free, because in society it would break down. But of course, some people's minds are designed for freedom and some people's aren't. But it's amazing when you're talking to the slave mind, trying to get through to them. And it played out even in my cancellation. There are people who would sit and get furiously angry about the subject of me, saying I'm a bad person. And when you ask them one bad thing I've said, they don't know. How can you be angry about something and you don't even know why? It's all clown world. It's absolute clown world. It's slave mind, and the slave mind is actually a dangerous thing. When I'm combating it, people think I'm combating it just for fun. No, the most heinous crimes in the history of humanity have been conducted by people who blindly obey governments. Blindly. If you're going to sit there and be a dummy and blindly comply and be told to hate a certain race or hate a certain person or do a certain thing without thinking, that's how World War II happens. All these people who sit and say, I'm a good person and you're bad because I have my mask and I have my boosters and you're bad. No, I think, you don't. You're the bad people. History is full of people like you who don't fucking think, who do as they're told. And you're the ones who end up fucking murdering people, not people like me. Everyone likes to believe they would have resisted the Nazis. They're the ones who would have not done it. But then they're fucking told to mask up and bend over for the fucking dildo and they take it. It's garbage. Clown world.
I think one of the greatest things during COVID.
I get that shit, bro. You're a bad person because you don't want to put on your mask, Tremaine. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. You don't want to take... Bro, they even have... Bro, pastors at the church. What's so bad about taking a booster? Y'all just take y'all booster. Pastors, bro. Take your booster shot. Like, what's wrong with the booster? I thought we was on the same team, my nigga. Why do I gotta take a boot? Oh, you can't come to church unless you take your booster. You gotta have your vaccine card. You gotta make sure that you... Bro, what the fuck? As long as you have your mask on and your booster, you safe, right? Let me make a choice. Bro, for the people that like the way they mask and shit, your booster shot, nothing wrong with that. Wear that shit, bro. But make sure that that's out of your choice, not you being forced, bro. I don't got a problem with nobody that won't wear a mask. But don't walk up to me, make me seem like a bad person. Don't tell me to fucking put my mask up and take some more shots because you want me to be like you. No, I don't want to. You safe. You got your safe, by the way. You're safe. You got your shots and your mask on. So what the fuck you worried about me for? Worry about your damn self, alright?
COVID was having...
But
my own business. And I think the same with you
Same
as well.
for me.
Because you could say you're going anywhere.
Yeah, it gave me
for
freedom
work.
for anything. I got pulled over a few times when I was driving a van for work because they said, "Oh, the car for work." And they said, "Well, you can't be working. You're in your car." I said, "Well, I can. I own the business." But with the van, I didn't get stopped once. I could go anywhere I wanted.
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
thankful
fantastic.
for lockdown. I'm thankful for lockdown.
But what I can't understand, and I couldn't believe, was how many people bought into that lockdown. If you'd have said to me before it, we're going to lock the country down, no one's going to go out for 3 months, this is going to happen, I said, there's no way. They're not going to accept that. Are you joking me? And I think a few years before they wouldn't have done either, but they seem to have softened everyone.
And that's their goal, right? Their goal is to soften everybody's brains and to delete one side of the argument. This is why I talk about the Matrix. People say, why do you talk about the Matrix all the time? And I say there are people who are living right now in a computer-generated reality. If you believe everything you're watching on the news, you are believing a complete false version of reality. And the idea of that reality is to keep your brain occupied enough so that you'll continue to do a shit job for shit wages and pay your taxes until you die. That's exactly the stuff.
It's crazy because the people that's inside the nursing home are like, yeah, they on their deathbed and stuff like that, bro. They know they talk shit. They still, I guarantee you, most of them, they literally just sit in front of the news all day. All of them. Inside the little break room, the activity. Big ass TV screen with the news. Go to sleep. News.
That's the plot of the Matrix movie. They're abusing your body and controlling your mind so that your body will sit there and do what they need it to do until you're no longer useful anymore. And that's exactly what's happening. And another question I get is people ask me why I'm so interested in this fight against the Matrix. And I try and explain to people that I believe this fight cannot be avoided. I think you're either combating the Matrix and fighting against the garbage they're telling you, or you're believing it. And if you believe it, then you end up fighting against yourself. You end up fighting against your own mind. You can't avoid the battle. If you're a full-grown man and you believe everything that's on the news, you're going to end up fucking semi-depressed, divorced, miserable, broke. Like your life's shit anyway. There's no way to escape this fight. You're either buying their crap and fighting against your mind, or you're fighting against their crap. There's no other way to do it.
Building on that, do you believe in clinical depression? Let's have that conversation.
Sure, let's have it. Yeah, no, I do not believe in clinical depression, and you're never gonna. I'd love for you to try and convince me it's real. It'd be quite.
Bro, let me say this whole depression. I was one of them. I'm telling y'all, I was one of them that would defend this depression shit. Bro, you don't know nothing about mental health. You don't know what people go through. Blah 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 blah. Bro, when Tate first said it, bro, in my head, I'm like, bro, this nigga know what people do, bro. People go through the same thing. Blah 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 blah. Depression is real. People go through this. People get that. Blah 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 blah. All this bullshit. Depression, bro. The idea, and I agree with him 100%. The idea that you are fucking, that it's some disease, that you can't get up and move. So sad. And bro, I'm telling y'all, bro. The moment I started fixing shit in my life, ain't no fucking more sadness, no more depression. Feeling depressed is obviously real. Feeling sad is real. I believe that depression is nothing but sadness. I don't like the word depressed, really. I like to use the word sad because they try to, oh, you're depressed. Let me give you some pills so you can be saved. Bullshit. It's all bullshit, bro. Depression isn't real. Stop believing in something that takes power away from you, bro. Stop it. And if it's so bad, why do you defend it? And that's the question that he asked me, basically screening shit. And I basically like, why the fuck am I shit? Like depression, I said it's so bad and it make people sad and all this, but why am I defending this shit? I'm supposed to be, why believe in something that takes power away from you? Depression is not fucking real. Fuck depression. Fuck the word depression. I don't like that word. It's just sadness. Sad. I mean, obviously it's inhumane to turn off your emotions and shit, obviously, bro, but depression isn't real.
Interesting.
Do you think it's an invention of the US pharmaceutical industry to sell you pills?
Well, I think that's certainly part of it. I think that's part of it. But I've had this conversation with a bunch of people, and my basic premise is that I refuse to believe in things that take power away from me. If you are in a haunted house and you believe in ghosts, you're scared of the haunted house. If you're in a haunted house and you don't believe in ghosts, you're just in a house and you don't care. So I don't like the idea when someone explains to me the idea of one day waking up and being miserable and not wanting to live anymore, and it's nothing to do with my circumstances and I have no power over it. No matter how good my life is, I'm still gonna feel terrible and I'm gonna wanna die. That's not an idea I subscribe to. That's not a reality I'm ever gonna want.
But that's
for
a
myself.
reactive depression, isn't it?
You asked me to bury something, and now here we are.
SkinCeuticals uses precision and medical expertise to help skin realize its full potential.
You can be reactive depressed for the day, for example, or
Feeling
for a while.
Or even chronically. Yeah.
Feeling depressed is real.
Yeah.
Depression as a disease, I do not subscribe to. The idea, I believe, that if you feel depressed, something is depressing you, and you should try your best to fix it. You should take control of your life and do your best to fix it. The idea, but they don't say that. They don't talk that. They say depression like it's this magic thing that comes out the sky and it gets in your brain. You're sad no matter what, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you need to only take pills. And I think that's a very bad way to look at the world, and that's a bad idea to subscribe to. And if you start to feel depressed, let's say your girl leaves you and you start to feel depressed, but you believe in the idea of depression, you're now going to start diagnosing yourself as clinically depressed, self-hypnosing yourself into hypnotizing yourself into being clinically depressed.
I agree.
And it's amazing how you can speak things into existence. I cannot become depressed because I don't believe in it.
So how about...
Hey, I'm the same way now, bro. Like, yeah, I'm further away from my family. So yeah, I'm on my own, 18 years old, trying to conquer the world. And so yeah, I'm on my own, blah, blah, blah. Just bro. But I don't ever think to myself, oh, Peewee, you're sad. Oh, you're depressed. Oh, don't get out of bed. I don't never think to myself like that, bro. There's always somebody in a worse situation than you. I would never be selfish enough to sit there and not do something with my damn life, because they have cancer patients dying every single day. They have people dying out of they have people dying how you say the word? Not willingly? No, not willing. Something like that. Not making a choice, basically, dying because of sickness or whatever, bro. So why the fuck, bro, there's somebody not obviously a worse situation than me. So the selfish thought of, oh my god, I'm so fucking sick, I can't get up, depression got me, I need some pills to make me move. You selfish bastard.
Chemical imbalances in the brain.
Bullshit. That's all been disproved anyway.
Really?
It's all been disproved. Firstly, that's all been disproved. And secondly, even if that was true, even if I had a chemical imbalance in my brain, I do not believe in depression. That's just who I am as a person. I don't believe in it. I do not believe in things that take power away from me. So, and people sit there and they try very hard to convince me it's real, which is actually quite interesting because it's always usually depressed people who sit there and try very hard to defend this idea. If you're so scared, if depression's so terrible, why are you sticking up for it? Why are you fighting so hard to convince me it's such a powerful force? Why shouldn't you be doing the opposite? Shouldn't you be listening to me? Whose team are you on? Like, do you want to be depressed? Like, it's insanity. These people who are so desperate to push this idea. Then you add in the pharmaceutical element and the fact that everyone's taking these fucking drugs, messing with their brain chemistry. It's garbage. I think that you feel depressed sometimes because you're human.
So you felt depressed at times, would you say?
We're all human.
Yeah, because I felt depressed. I mean, I had some major, it might not sound big, but some major dental surgery done, and it really got me down for a while. But my businesses and running those, to be honest, picked me up because it was like, I can't be like this. Get in there, do some business.
Well, completely. And also, let's look at it. Let's pretend I'm completely wrong, right? We can look at situational depression like you just described. We can talk about brain imbalance and chemical imbalance. We can talk about clinical depression that you get and it's chronic and there's nothing you can do about it, whatever. Let's pretend all these things are completely true. The best option, the best thing to do is still to get up, be an adult, control your emotions, be stoic, and do the things you're supposed to do day after day. Laying in bed and doing nothing is never going to be the best option. The best option is still to go to the gym, to work hard, to run your business, to be successful. So it doesn't matter. We're talking about the different positions on the chessboard. But if the rules of the game remain the same, regardless of the position, you're still trying to win. You still have to do the same things. So does it even matter at this point? If you come along and say he's depressed because of X and he's depressed because of Y and he's depressed because of Z, and the answer to all of them is still the same thing, then I don't give a fuck why you're depressed. All I know, what I will say as a matter of fact, is this world is hyper competitive, especially as a man.
This shit is fast. Hey, y'all, we gonna finish the rest of tomorrow, bro. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hey, part 2 gonna be out tomorrow to see the other half of the shit. This nigga Tate is a fucking bro. He got away with words. It's something else that just popped in my head too. Yeah, I stutter. I've been having speech problems my whole life and shit. I should really learn how to speak. Cause this nigga over here fucking these words, though, bro, no stuttering, just fucking not even much really thinking, bro. Spitting fact, like, bro. Like, I teach myself Spanish every day. I do Duolingo every day. I got a lesson that I do a lesson a day. But I should also do some shit that my speech to my vocabulary. So I need to. Alright, but y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. If y'all enjoy shit. See y'all part 2 tomorrow. Subscribe. Hey, if y'all enjoy it, be like, I enjoy it. Cause for some reason, bro, we be getting like 100, 200 views and only like 5 likes. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And y'all like the video? Cause Tate will like the video. If you're a Tate fan, you'll definitely like the video. Cause Because Tate fans want to see each other win, don't they? Or y'all just hate it?